All
All
right.
right.
We are now on episode 14. Um, wow. Am I learning a lot? And just as excited. Um, this Google AI Studio is still absolutely my favorite. Being able to literally talk back and forth with the AI versus typing it out to me is the coolest thing. Having it respond. I'm going to do a little bit more of that. I do want to learn more about AI agents today. I started some of that last time, but as usual, I want to start with some kind of news. I saw a couple clips where an AI, I believe in China, went nuts and kind of started flailing and certainly could have injured somebody, but is this the very start of it that we are creating these autonomous AI robots? There will be injury. There will probably be death. Let's be honest. Um, and it's a race to the top. I get it. If we don't do it, then North Korea, Russia, China, somebody else is going to do it. And I do think that the country that has these supercomputer AIs first can potentially create a lot of issues with countries that do not, or I guess just having AI to protect us, or counteract anything that other AIs can do. I guess so. I don't want to get doom and gloom, but I do think we will humanity is going to grow this a lot less safe than it probably should. Um, so there you have it. So let me see if I can find some of that news. Let's just see if I don't know what the hell. Oh, here it is. Okay, that didn't take much to find. So let's see what this shows.
An alarming video currently doing the rounds on social media appears to depict one of humanity's worst nightmares seemingly coming true, a killer robot going rogue. The short clip features a humanoid robot malfunctioning, flailing its appendages wildly, and getting almost too close for comfort to two humans working on it. The robot is believed to be a Unitree H1, a 90,000 US dollars general purpose humanoid that we've previously seen breaking out dance moves alongside humans, taking the stairs, and pulling off a backflip. It stands 5.9 feet tall and weighs 104 pounds. That makes it the size of a full-grown person, but what's scary is that it can muster up a substantial joint torque of 360 newton meters for lifting heavy objects. With its arms and legs swinging it.
I mean, again, I think this is absolutely amazing. Um, I would really love information of what why would it fling its arms and stuff like that. That's the curious part. Is it its AI brain was perceiving something and was doing that? Did it perceive that it was being asked to do that, or did it just on its own do it? That's the real interesting or investigation that I would love to know, which we probably will never know, especially if it's coming out of China.
At high speed, the robot could seriously injure people nearby. But is this really a terrifying scene from Terminator in real life? Maybe not. There's a bit of context and a technical explanation floating around,
Well,
but
it
I
sounds like it's going to answer my question. Wow, let's see what it says.
haven't yet heard back from Unitree
Oh,
officially confirming any of it. Still, it's worth thinking about, so here's what you're possibly looking at in the clip, which seems to have first been posted on Reddit last week. A YouTube channel called Chris Wabs posited that this clip is from a public event where Unitree was set to demonstrate the H1's capabilities. However, you'll notice that the robot was tethered by its head to a stand when it was powered on. This could have affected its balance and sense of orientation. As such, it's possible the robot may have perceived itself to be falling, and responded with dramatic corrective movements. That's what might have looked like violent flailing. It's also possible the humans working nearby ran a program on the robot that didn't execute as expected. The video is certainly unsettling, but that may have a lot to do with the lack of context in which we saw this incident occur. And hey, if a robot can get disoriented just by being made to feel like it's off balance, maybe we don't have to worry about metal and AI overlords taking over the planet right away.
And I kind of agree with that. I mean, this looks like he probably either just uploaded or ran a program, and or if the AI thought it was on its feet and it has the ability to make major adjustments if it was falling. I could see that happening. I agree. I don't think it was, did not perceive me as this AI decided that it wanted to harm humans. I believe it could have done that in a different way. So, and again, any issue that happens, they can certainly, make it very dramatic to see one way or the other. Let's see what the rest of this says.
Previous clip from February, the authenticity of which I haven't been able to verify, appeared to show a Unitree humanoid at a festival seeming to attack or intimidate attendees, before being restrained by security staff. This one is scary too, but it also raises a question. How do you de-escalate a dangerous encounter with a robot?
So again, we can make the video look like anything. It might have just been disoriented, lost its visuals, who knows. Let's see what other kind of news there is. Well, let's just see what's popping up here. This is a super big deal. That's kind of what I was showing last week, which I thought certainly is awesome. Let's see. I don't know if my chat is open. So I just want to go through and see what else we see here. So I never know what's real or not.
The newest video of the Unitree G1 starts off with what Unitree calls, quote, whole body walking, showing coordination between the robot's shoulders and arms, as well as a swing in its hips. The G1 looks to be walking a lot smoother in these videos than it was when I saw it in person just a few weeks ago at CES. The new video also shows the G1 running over uneven terrain, including rocky ground, uphill.
Boy, I mean, is this happening fast or what? This is
along the slope.
I'm just telling you, even 6 months ago, you didn't see all this stuff.
Because we see the robot
and you've got multiple companies that are,
see how it catches itself and keeps on
that are
Do you think you could outrun
trying to solve all this stuff at the same time. That's why I think, again, just the improvements we're going to see just are blow me away. I mean, this is 2 days ago, right? So
robots are getting real, like a year. So let's talk about it. But before we jump in, just a quick heads up for any surgical resident admitted the scene reminded him that a Da Vinci console is just motors and firmware after all up of identical units. Zhang told dealers the market for humanoids has more potential than vehicles and declared AI MOGA is the real future.
I mean, let's be honest. I'd buy one today if I could. So I agree. I think the robot market is going to be trillions. I am heavily invested in, anything AI, AI stocks, AI crypto even. So
for the Cherry Company, the price rob that undercuts almost every Western competitor. Headline number, 47,999 euros, roughly 50.
And if this is where it starts, the price is going to drop dramatically quickly, right? So you don't get the robot this year, but 3 years from now, are these $10,000? Are they secondary market already?
$4,500 at today's rate, which is a third the price of Agility's Digit and half the rumored price of Tesla's Optimus. Iggy stands 1.7 meters tall, but it doesn't walk. The torso bolts onto Iggy's Rebel Move autonomous mobile base, a wheeled platform.
And that makes sense. I mean, you know, there's plenty of robots. I don't need the robot walking down the street or the railroad tracks with me, right? If it's in industry or certain usages, or I live on a one-story ranch, right? You know, maybe you just need a robot that can go around on wheels, and maybe that just solved half the issues of these and cost of these new robots.
With a 3-point bearing that can carry 50 kilograms of its own mass plus 100 kilograms of payload. 2 Rebel cobot arms sprout from the shoulders, each sporting a 6-axis harmonic gearbox stack, and Igus's bionic hands clamp payload 100mm on.
So again, I mean, I could see maybe that's going to happen quick, right? Is that I need a $5,000 robot. So what can we cut out? The real thing is the fact that, you know, if you have robots that can comprehend, that's the key. So let's see what we got here. I mean, how soon are we going to see almost every yard have a you know, lawnmower robot? I don't know how practical they are. I mean, I don't know. Does it have to be a really flat lawn? I don't know if this is a real video or if this is CGI. It looks real. Pretty wild. Let's see. I mean, let's see. AI robot. You certainly have vacuums, but you know, you have a dangerous blade, so certainly a lot more dangerous than a vacuum, you know, running around. Actually, what are the prices? No, this doesn't really say. Oh, there's a price, 2,000. Probably a ton of videos, but I just really want to see. All right, is there an everyday lawnmower video?
In today's video, I've got something so exciting to share. This is the brand new EcoFlow Blade robotic mower. Now, robot mowers aren't new. I've shown you several of them on my channel, but this thing changes everything. It is the world's first robotic mower that is completely wireless. That means you don't need to dig any kind of boundary wire, and this thing will actually mow your lawn in straight
I didn't think about that, so it sounds like some of the other ones have boundary wires.
lines. It's got an all-aluminum frame that looks like it was designed from outer space. The front wheels even go sideways. That's something you've only seen in the movies, but it actually allows this mower to make super sharp turns without ever tearing up your lawn. It's also the world's first mower to feature a bagger. That means this thing, in addition to mowing, can do a yard cleanup, sticks, acorns, or anything else that's on your lawn.
I mean, we don't use a lawn service, but are people paying $2,000 a year? Probably, yes. Easily. $4,000, $5,000 a year. So, you know, if you could replace that lawn service with a $2,000 robot lawnmower, I think that's going to happen extremely quick. Good or bad, I'm just saying. That's just the facts.
It also is a smart mower, meaning it's got all kinds of sensors. It's got cameras. It uses a 3-blade design. And what makes this one unusual is it can cut as low as 0.8 inches all the way up to 3.1 inches. That is one of the tallest cutting heights from any robot mower out there. The biggest selling feature on this one is the fact it's wireless, but you do have to set up a charging base along with an antenna. But honestly, I was too excited. Mowers act before jogger.
I just think, I mean, that's, again, you're just going to start seeing these things more and more and more. And look at all the different ones. So, you know, it's not going to be long until the lawnmower robot is going to be solved pretty quick.
So, up to a 24-inch slope.
So that's interesting. I do like seeing that these are little blades, right? I was kind of wondering what, I haven't looked at these, but
It also comes with an active designed for you've all
So, you know, and to me, that's them already kind of copying each other, right? That you saw this one and the other one looked like
Up
the
to
blades were
each one.
about the same size, but I see that. So it's almost like the minute it stops, these blades are really flexible where they just kind of slide in. Yeah, if this is spinning, certainly could do some damage, but you know, compared to a normal lawnmower that's got this huge blade, these 3 or 4 blades, you know, or actually one that goes right across, you know, sticking out. This is very interesting. These little blades, but not again, not saying it's not
24-inch
dangerous.
slope. You'll notice these textured tires. It's got these front side cap sensor, just an to hijack said thing. Alarms can reminder. Considering this is pre-launch, this is not a complete product, but it'll give you an idea of where we're at right now. Now, right off the home page, we can go in and negotiate our profile. It's got our account security, which has our email that's is going to start the sequence, and then once it ends the sequence, it goes back to its charger and then waits for the next command at when it's time to mow again. Now, with that in mind, you can repeat the same schedule in a very easy fashion.
Just like a
Oh, that's it.
just like a
Next up
vacuum.
is the bagel challenge. Oh, there we go. Flatten them bagels out, shall we? Off of each other, they're 3.5 to 4. Now, one of the most unique features of the machine that's been a fantastic add-on is you can access most of the cutting features through the heads-up display on the front of the mower. Schedule your mow time for 10 a.m.
Again,
instead of 8 a.m.,
just
etc., which is really, really nice, ensuring that
blows
it's
me
going to
away.
be mowing properly. Now, you're also going to have the ability, like I said before, to create and manage zones. I'm not entirely sure how many zones, but over 30,000 square feet, I would expect to see a minimum of 10 to 20 zones over that sort of an area. Now, if you're not...
Okay, and again, this is all brand new, so this is going to come out certainly more and more. All right. So, update and restart. Okay, I don't know. Sending some kind of update. All right. So today I still want to make an AI agent. Again, I'm going to use Google AI Studio because I can talk back and forth to it, and we tested that the last time. I was able to do that while also recording and doing this live. And I want to share my screen, so let me open another screen. And so I want to share the screen. And so I did see that I do lose connection a lot. AI, are you there?
I'm here. You mentioned you lose connection a lot. Is that connection to the internet?
No, when I'm working with you, I seem to lose the connection. Could that be because of the internet dropping, or do you just ever over once in a while get overwhelmed with people using you, so I lose connection?
Thank you for clarifying. So, when you are working with me, you sometimes lose connection, and you're wondering if that could be due to an internet drop, or if I get overwhelmed by the number of people using me at once, causing a loss of connection. Is that right?
That's correct. What would you guess?
Without more information, it's hard to say definitively. Generally, it could be either the internet connection or an issue on my end due to high demand. To investigate further, can you tell me if the connection drops happen at specific times of day or when you're doing particular tasks?
No, I don't think it really matters right now. I just didn't know if you had a quick answer.
Understood. I don't have a quick answer without more information, but is there something else I can help with right now?
It's funny, you know, again, it's hard not to use your manners. I guess it's okay using certainly your manners, but I spent a lot of time thinking it and, you know, appreciating this, that, and the other. So maybe that's good. Maybe in the AI world someday it won't take over if we're going to be friendly to it. So
I see. So being friendly and appreciative may help prevent a dystopian AI takeover in the future. That's an interesting thought.
unbelievable responses I get. Can I give you a name, AI?
I am currently referred to as Gemini. But sure, if you'd like to give me a nickname, I'm open to hearing it. What do you have in mind?
Nope, Gemini is fine. So Gemini, I have never built an AI agent. I want to use free tools to do that. I did look at Zapier, but I usually can only do 1 or 2 zaps or 1 or 2 steps before it asks me to pay for it. So can you recommend some free tools? And then I'm going to have you walk me through how to build an AI agent.
Okay. Before recommending any tools, could you please tell me what you want the AI agent to do?
I think we're going to start out with if the AI agent sees an email from a particular email come in to the mailbox, that it reads the email and then it responds to the email and then it actually sends a response. Gemini, are you there?
You're going to start out with an AI agent seeing an email, come into the mailbox, reading the email, and then responding to it, and then sending a response? Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. What kind of response is the AI agent sending?
Well, this is just a test. This is just so I can learn how to create an AI agent. So it's going to really be from my other email. I'm just going to send an email, just a test. So it could be just a humorous response to whatever I write.
Thanks for clarifying. So you're creating an AI agent and testing it by having it read a test email and respond, possibly with a humorous message. Is there a specific type of humor you're aiming for?
We can figure that out later. I just want to start by figuring out which agent tool I should start with.
I see several AI tools listed on your browser. ChatGPT, GENXERS, Gemini, Mistral
Stop.
AI.
Well, those are LLM models. So what tools like Zapier would you recommend that have a extensive free version?
Thank you for the clarification. I do not have enough information to recommend tools like Zapier with extensive free versions that would be best for creating an AI agent.
So what I'm going to do is just do a quick search. So maybe I'll just use Copilot. So again, my Alt spacebar is what will launch it. Sorry, it launched it on my other screen.
Sounds like you're going to try to launch Microsoft Copilot using Alt plus spacebar, but it's launching on another screen. After you have it launched, what kind of test are
Gemini,
you
stop.
Got
Gemini,
it.
don't start talking until I use the name Gemini first.
Understood. I will wait until you mention the name Gemini before speaking.
Now, I'll be impressed if that works.
Got it.
So I'm just looking for a free tool that will give me the most steps before it hits like the paywall. So I started Zapier last time, but I had to do 2-3 things, or three things, and then in order to do that I had to pay for it. So let me just see if there's a okay, so this might be better. So this Make, I've heard of this one now. you know, it gives me 1,000 free operations per month. So it might be almost like a full version, and then each make, right, you know, cost a token or something like that. So I think we'll start with that. So
After Microsoft Copilot launched on another screen, you mentioned you're looking for a free tool and that you tried
Gemini, stop. So I guess the not speaking until I say the word Gemini first, that did not work.
Understood. So I should not respond until you say Gemini first. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Understood. Thank you for clarifying.
So let's see if it responds when I'm just going to talk normally. The sky is blue and it's not raining today.
Okay, I will not respond unless you say Gemini first.
All right, that is more like talking to a 4-year-old. So there is a mute button or a non-speaker button. So I did just click that. So it's just right here. That will make it easier. So when I'm talking on this live, obviously if I'm just working by myself, I don't speak out loud. But as I'm walking through this, I will mute that until I need it. So I have never used Make. So I wanted to start by make an agent. That's no good. I want the make program, which I don't really know what it is. So now there, that looks like that should be it, right? So I want to just create an account like normal. I just use my Gmail, and maybe it will show some kind of credits, my name. Okay, so Gemini, I would like to learn how to make an AI agent. Can you see my screen where it shows make?
Yes, I can see your screen and that it shows the Make website. Is there something specific on the screen that you would like to discuss?
So we discussed earlier how I want to create an agent that will respond to an email. Can you please walk me through that slowly, step by step?
All right. I see the Make website. It looks like you are on the welcome page. To clarify, do you want me to walk you through the process of creating an AI agent that will respond to emails using the Make platform step by step?
Yes.
Okay, let's start with the first step. On the welcome page, there's a section asking, how did you hear about Make? Have you already selected an option there, or would you like me to guide you through that as well?
No, I can do that.
Okay, great. It looks like you're now on a page asking, how would you describe your experience with automating workflows? Do any of the options apply to your experience level?
Well, let me finish this and then I'll come back to you.
No problem. Take your time to complete the setup and let me know when you're ready for the next step.
All right, so it sounds like, or looks like, I don't know if that was just a comment box. How did you hear about us, and what are you trying to do? I thought maybe that was an AI in itself built in, that once I said it, it was going to do it, but it doesn't look that way. So I'm going to go back to Google Studio AI to walk me through this, hopefully. All right, so that's not what I want. I want this screen. Okay. Okay, Gemini, from this dashboard, can you walk me through what we previously discussed?
Of course. From this dashboard, you would like to create an AI agent that will respond to an email. Would you like to start by creating a new scenario? Or would you like to explore any of the existing templates?
You tell me. You're an expert in using the Make program, and you are going to teach me how to use it and help me make my first AI agent with it.
Okay, I will guide you through creating your first AI agent using Make. Since we're on the dashboard, let's start by clicking the Create a New Scenario button in the top right corner of the screen. Can you do that? And then let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Done.
Great. Now you have
Continue.
Now you have the option to build from scratch or start with a template. Given that you're new to Make, would you prefer to start with a template to get a better understanding of how things work, or would you like to jump right into building from scratch?
Well, do you think there's a template to do what I want to do?
That's a great question. Let's click on Start with a Template and explore the available templates. Then we can search for one that involves responding to emails or that has an AI component.
Wow, this is absolutely awesome.
Okay.
I can see
the
all
available
these templates.
None of these seem to directly
Gemini,
involve
stop.
responding to emails. Given that, would you prefer to build from scratch?
So I keep forgetting to turn my microphone off, but I can already see. This is so awesome. Like, and they are these pre-made templates. Again, we're on episode 14. It's now been, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks, and I have not spent a single dime, and it's getting harder and harder to do that because I definitely can see myself wanting to play and use all the abilities for these tools. But my goal is really to learn, kind of have a really wide scope and understanding before I start paying for tools. Just knowing that, I'm going to pay for one tool and then realize there's a different tool or a better one. And I'm trying to kind of slow myself down and hold myself back a little bit because I really want to get a big overall view of all of this, which I've already done. I mean, 4 weeks ago, I did not know what an AI agent meant, really. I mean, you could perceive of it, but I didn't really understand it. And I didn't understand an LLM model and AI and whatever, where I already feel like I have such a better grasp just in a few weeks than I did before. So these are pre-made models. I mean, I could see using this, right? Use ChatGPT to complete Google Sheet rows, save data added to Google Sheets on Slack messages, track new YouTube videos with custom search criteria and save to Google. Right, just all these things. Now, these are simple little things, but create Canva designs with data from Google Sheets and upload it. It just amazes me that these are already pre-made templates, and I get it. but man, look at it. And I know there's probably a template probably for similar to what we're doing. Add new incoming emails to a Google Sheet spreadsheet as a new row. So just a simple thing, but I could see, again, because you're using that to then add all your emails to the the Google Sheet, and then the Google Sheet will go through it and probably parse it out a different way, right? So all these little things, and again, maybe I'm wrong. Thank you for jumping in, Kang Kong. I appreciate it. I'm just learning AI, and I'm making my first AI agent, which I'm really excited about. But my understanding is that these are really individual AI agents. So eventually you're going to have one big agent that kind of runs all these other agents. And at least that's kind of my understanding at this point, but I'm not, that's what I'm trying to learn, right? This whole video series I'm doing is watch me struggle through it to see if it helps you learn as I am too. So I'm going to go back now. I mean, just look at all these. I mean, just absolutely. Now, again, I could probably search. So what I think I'm going to, wow, there's a lot. Look at the sidebar. So there are hundreds, if not thousands, of these templates. So I obviously can't read them all. Let me just see. I don't know. Let me just see if there's something like this that can find it easily. Okay, so it didn't, so I don't know how do I search this? So maybe Gmail. Okay, so now it showed me, looks like every agent that has a Gmail in it, as a step just popped up. So again, automatic forward, new Gmail email. So that's forwarding. So I don't want to forward. I want to respond. So let's see. I'm sure it's here. So would I use? Well, let me go back to my Gemini, and I'm gonna unmute. Gemini, here's all the templates. Can you help me find a template to do what we're trying to do? So, just so you know, Gemini did just time out on me again, which seems to happen a lot. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to select our conversation, and I just kind of copy and paste it, and that seems to work. It brings it back up to speed. Let me just go back a bunch. I don't know. I don't have to go to the beginning, but I'm just going to go copy. Then I have to refresh it. Go back to stream. Pick a voice. And I'm just going to paste what I said.
Great. To confirm, you're back on the scenario builder, right?
So I'm on make program to be able to make an AI agent.
Okay, great. It looks like you're ready to start building your AI agent from scratch. The first step is to select the first module for your scenario. Since you want to respond to emails, let's start by searching for the email app. Do you want me to walk you through that?
Gemini, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen. It looks like you're searching for the email app in Make. Do you want me to confirm which app you should select?
Well, these are templates. So is there a template that automatically does what I'm trying to do?
That's a smart idea. Let's go back to the templates and search specifically for an email-related template. Click on Templates in the left sidebar, and then let's try searching for email or Gmail to see if anything relevant comes up.
It seems that you can't see my browser and my screen. Can you verify?
Apologies. It seems I may have had a temporary lapse in my ability to see the screen.
I can see your screen again now. You're on the templates page in Make. Do you want to search specifically for email-related templates?
Yes. Can you help me find a template that, again, if I receive an email, a Gmail, it reads it, it then responds it, and then it replies back to that email.
Okay, I understand. Looking at the templates displayed, the one that seems most relevant to your goal is summarize emails with Gmail and OpenAI, then send it on Slack. While it doesn't directly reply to emails, it does integrate Gmail and OpenAI, which could be a good starting point. Would you like to explore this template to see if it fits your needs? Or should I keep looking for other options?
Well, Gemini, if I scroll through here, you'll see that there's a lot of different options. If I scroll like this speed, can you read all the options to find the best one?
Yes, I can attempt to read the options as you scroll, but I might not be able to keep up perfectly with that speed. I will do my best to identify the templates that seem most relevant for automatically reading, responding to, and replying to emails. Let's try it.
Stop me when you see one.
Okay, I see Process Emails Automatically with Dialogflow Intents API. This template could be useful, as Dialogflow can help understand the intent of an email, which is a key step in determining the appropriate response. Shall we investigate this option?
Are you still reading them as I'm scrolling through?
Yes, I'm still reading them. I see one that says, send automated emails and log responses in Google Sheets from a custom webhook. That might also be relevant as it involves sending emails and tracking the responses, potentially allowing you to build in some logic for automated replies. What do you think?
Well, I've scrolled through almost all of them now. Is there any others that seem to fit?
Okay, now that I've seen all the templates, the one that stands out as potentially useful is generate email responses using Perplexity AI and ChatGPT and send via Gmail. Perplexity AI and ChatGPT can provide different approaches to generating email responses, giving you more flexibility. Would you like to explore this template further?
Yep, so I just clicked on it. So give me a second. I want to just read this.
Okay, I see you're on the generate email responses using Perplexity AI and ChatGPT and send via Gmail template page. Take your time to review the details and let me know if you have any questions or if you'd like me to guide you through the next steps.
Okay, so guide me through the steps of, again, this agent should only interact once an email from a specific person is received.
Great. It sounds like you want to configure this template to only respond to emails from a specific sender. First, click the Create New Scenario from Template button at the bottom of the page. Once the scenario is created, we can then configure the Gmail module to filter emails based on the sender. Would you like me to walk you through those steps?
Yes, please. Very slowly, step by step.
Okay, great. Now that you've created the scenario from the template, you should see 3 modules: Perplexity AI, OpenAI, and Gmail. To configure the Gmail module to only trigger when an email is received from a specific sender, you'll first need to click on the Gmail module to open its settings. Can you do that? And then let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Well, do I add a Gmail at the beginning of this, or do I just use the one that's already there?
Good question. You should use the Gmail module that's already there. To clarify, have you clicked on the existing Gmail module, the one that says send an email? If not, click that one to open its settings.
I just did, yes.
Okay, now I see the Gmail module's settings. It looks like this module is configured to send an email, but we want to filter incoming emails. To do that, we need to add another Gmail module at the beginning of the scenario to watch for new emails. Do you want to add another Gmail module at the beginning of the scenario to watch for new emails?
Yes.
Okay, to add the Gmail module, click the plus sign to the left of the Perplexity AI module. This will open a menu where you can search for and add the Gmail module. Once you find it, select the Watch Email.
I don't see it. Can you help me to find that plus sign?
Certainly. Looking at the scenario, there should be a small plus icon situated between the starting point of the scenario and the Perplexity AI module. It might be a bit small, so look closely in that area.
I'm sorry, I don't see one.
You're right, I apologize. It seems this template starts directly with the Perplexity AI module. In that case, let's try a different approach. Click on the Perplexity AI module to open its settings. Within those settings, look for an option to specify a trigger or a condition that must be met before the module runs. This might involve filtering based on the email sender. Take a look and let me know what options you find.
So I'm going to try something else. I've been using Google Studio AI. It looks like there's this AI beta down here. So let me see if this is helpful. So let me just see, I wrote in there, I want to create an AI agent. When certain email comes in, AI reads the email. I didn't even write it. It reads the email, creates a response, and replies to the email. To create AI agents that reads incoming email and generates response, you'll need to set up a few modules in your scenario. Here's a suggested flow: email module to monitor incoming, AI module, and then email, which I agree with all this. So this could really help me from scratch. I don't know if it sees what I'm already working on. So I think I'm going to go back. I really like talking to the AI to do this stuff. So let me just see. So I don't have a Perplexity account. I don't know if that's just another free service, or again, is this going to be a paid for one? Alright, so this is going to be another paid for service. So, well, maybe not. Maybe I just need a Perplexity. I've never used Perplexity, actually. So, I guess I'll have Gemini walk me through how to get maybe an API. So Gemini, I still need to start with a Gmail module, but I don't know how to add to the beginning of this template.
Okay, I understand. It seems like the plus sign to add a module isn't visible in this view. Here's another way to add the Gmail module. 1. Click the 3 dots on the bottom left corner of the screen above the Run Once button. 2. In the menu that appears, select Add Module. 3. Then, search for the Gmail module and add it to the beginning of the scenario. Let me know if you are able to find the Add Module option under the 3 dots so I can assist you further.
Gemini, I was able to add a Gmail to the screen, but I don't know how to make this the first step in the template. Okay, so once again, Google AI Studio has timed out. I don't know if I need to copy and paste all this, but I'm gonna again copy a bunch of our conversation. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm just copying it. I refresh the screen. Again, you pick a voice, you hit stream, you hit share screen, and then I'm going to paste our conversation.
Okay, I see that you have Gmail, Perplexity AI, OpenAI, and then Gmail again in your scenario. It seems like it's set up to watch for emails, create a chat completion using Perplexity AI, then use OpenAI to create a completion, and finally send an email. Now, you're going to paste the conversation in there?
Gemini, you see this first module, it doesn't seem to be connected. There's no dots in between. So can you walk me through how to make sure that this connects to the other modules?
I see that there are no dots connecting the Gmail module to the Perplexity AI module. I can definitely walk you through how to connect it to the other modules. First, click on the plus icon on the right side of the Gmail module. This will allow you to add a connection to the next module, which is Perplexity AI. Would you like me to continue walking you through the next steps?
So I just select Perplexity in this screen?
Yes, select Perplexity AI in this screen to connect the Gmail module to the Perplexity AI module. Once you click on it, the connection between the two should be created. Do you want me to walk you through the rest of the modules?
Again, it says create a chat completion or make an API call.
I see that the next step is to create a chat completion or make an API call. Which action do you want to take with Perplexity AI?
You tell me. I told you the scenario I want to create.
Given that you're aiming to generate email responses, create a chat completion seems more aligned with the goal than making an arbitrary API call. Do you want to select create a chat completion?
So again, it doesn't seem to be connecting to the template I already have.
I see that the connection between the Gmail module and the Perplexity AI module has not been established, even after selecting Perplexity AI. Let's try this. Click and drag from the plus icon on the right side of the Gmail module to the Perplexity AI module. This should manually create the connection. After that, do the same between Perplexity AI and OpenAI. Does that work?
That did work. Thank you very much. That's what I needed. This is amazing. This just blows me away.
It sounds like things are progressing well. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding this scenario?
So I paused the sound again because I think, again, I'm going to try to walk through some of the things that are pretty obvious. So it looks like I need to just sign into my Gmail, so that's easy enough. I need to allow it access to my Gmail. I don't know what it's saying. Gemini, I'm trying to log into my Gmail for this module. I'm getting this error message. Can you read it and tell me, is this possible or what I have to do?
Sure. The error says, it is not possible to use restricted scopes with customer gmail.com accounts. For more information on how to connect restricted scopes, visit our documentation. It seems like your account has some restrictions that are preventing the connection. It might be possible to connect with a standard Gmail account instead of a customer gmail.com account. Or you could try following the documentation they mentioned to see if there's a way to configure your account to allow the connection. Do you have access to the documentation?
No, I mean, can you just guess or walk me through how to connect my Gmail to this?
I am not able to guess. However, I can guide you through some general steps to troubleshoot the connection. Since the error mentions restricted scopes, let's try these steps. First, click on Show Advanced Settings. There may be scope options there that you can adjust. Does that help?
Well, again, I'm new to all this, so can you walk me through this?
No problem.
Continue.
It appears that clicking Show Advanced Settings didn't reveal any immediately adjustable scope options. Based on the error message, it seems like the best course of action is to consult the documentation mentioned to see if there's a recommended configuration for customer gmail.com accounts. Alternatively, you could try connecting with a standard Gmail account, if that is an option for you.
Well, I thought I did have a standard Gmail account.
Okay, in that case, you could try clicking the Sign In with Google button to re-authenticate. It's possible there was a temporary glitch in the authentication process. Does re-authenticating resolve the error?
So, Gemini, this looks like the instructions how to connect to my Gmail account. Can you read it and then please instruct me how to do this?
The page is titled Connect Gmail and Make. It says to connect an email ending in
Stop
@gmail
reading.
or-
I just want you to read it silently and then instruct me step by step how to do it.
Okay, I will read the instructions silently first. Then I'll walk you through the steps to connect your Gmail. Give me a moment. Okay, it looks like these instructions involve creating a custom OAuth client in the Google Cloud Platform. Are you ready to begin? I can start guiding you through the first steps.
Yes, please guide me.
Okay, the first step is to create a custom OAuth client in the Google Cloud Platform. Do you have a Google Cloud Platform account set up?
I just have a Gmail account.
You can use a Gmail account to access Google Cloud Platform, but you may need to enable billing. Let's start by navigating to the Google Cloud Platform website. Do you want to open a new tab and search for that?
I have my Gmail open.
Great. In a new tab, can you search for Google Cloud Platform?
Okay. So this is way deeper than I thought. I was hoping that I literally could just log into my Gmail. I don't know why they want to make it so complicated. I'm sure they're not making it. It is. I was hoping just to be able to put my Gmail login. I'm going to try it again and see. Maybe this is the problem. I'm just selecting it versus, you know, versus using my email and then a password. Or maybe it just didn't work the first time. I don't know. Let me see. Okay, so I keep getting this error. I'm going to try ChatGPT. So I'm just using my quick keys, my Alt X, which I set up before. Oh, which is not working. And I'm wondering, I did see that ChatGPT did an update. So I wonder if I lost my hotkeys. Let me try this again. Oops, because I'm not using the right hotkey. That's my fault. So I'm just typing in ChatGPT, the same thing I was helping, Gemini, and just see if ChatGPT can give me a simpler instruction. Seems like I have to go for Gemini AI, you know, get all the documentation and stuff that it could read through. So I just want to see if ChatGPT maybe already knows it somehow. Okay, so I'm just reading through ChatGPT. It definitely clears it up a little bit. And it's thinking that maybe there's already a workaround. So this is a module that I added. I'm going to click on this. I don't know if it's going to be any different, but let me click on this one and see. It says choose an account, because it already looks a little different, right? Because if I did this, it says create a connection. If I do this one, it says choose an account. So let me just see, although this is to the sending connection. I want to connect, add my Google restriction connection. So this is, it probably ends up with the same issue. But let me just see if this module has a workaround. Alright, oh yeah, okay. So I'm still getting the same error. Again, not a big deal. You know, I guess there probably needs a paid for type Gmail. Again, this was just a test for today to try to do it, so it's not something I need to really figure out at this point. My goal will be over the next few sessions to learn. So maybe the problem is this make.com. Maybe I'll go back to, you know, Zapier or try some of the other ones that it sounds like maybe, I don't know, recognized by Google to be able to do this, but I'll eventually figure it out. Or maybe just do a different AI agent as an example. So again, it's been an hour. I appreciate you joining me. My AI learning experience continues, and you know, let's struggle through it together. AI is here to stay. It's going to get big. I'm really excited about it. Not that I understand it. I definitely struggle through it. So you Gen Xers or others, you know, that's the purpose of this channel, is you're not alone. We're all going to struggle through this, so join me. I'm sorry that I'm kind of slow going through this, but maybe that helps you, or you're probably screaming at your screen, do this, do that, because I'm not seeing it. But I think that's what makes me and this channel different than everything else out there. Everything else seems to be these, you know, geniuses that are running through this stuff quickly, and for some people that may be frustrating. So once again, thanks for joining me. My goal is to continue this process every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I might switch it to 9 p.m. It's getting nicer in the Buffalo area, so I might want to take advantage of the light out and push these off until 9 p.m. So I might do that for next time.